Hey everybody, welcome back to TT Plays. Franklin and I were just hanging out. I was feeding him some pellets. He was eating some pellets. And all of a sudden we got a Skirmish Season 7 update. So we've got to talk about it. I'm not going to read you the whole article. We'll put links to the article down in the notes for the video. But basically we have a Blitz update here. And I do want to read something here. And it says, as a studio of gamers, we love Blitz. And we see that the format as an absolute vital part of Flesh and Blood organized play experience that will continue to support and embrace at all levels of competition. But there's always room to explore potential improvements. So what improvements, if you could close your eyes right now and imagine an improvement for Blitz, what would it be? Well, the one we ended up with is a 52 card deck that functions like a normal sideboard. So current Blitz, you have 51 cards, but you have a 40 card deck you can't change and 11 pieces of equipment. And really you have about 8 pieces of equipment that you've ever heard of and plan on playing, and 3 that have absolutely no place in the deck, or maybe you bring in once in a blue moon. But now we have normal present. It'll be the exact same play pattern as CNC, Classic Constructed. We're going to present heroes, we're going to roll some dice or determine first player, then we're going to sideboard in and out stuff, present our deck plus our hero. So pretty big changes. And the other thing, which is kind of massive, is this is only in effect for Season 7 Blitz. I feel like this is one of those things where you can't put the genie back in the bottle. After you give us a sideboard, people, like, it's the internet, right? People are going to riot if you try to take this away from them. Franklin would be very upset if suddenly he didn't have a sideboard. But that's what they're doing right now. So what are some big cards that can obviously swap in for this? I think it's hilarious that Icelander already rotated for this. They talk about down here about Oasis Respite. I think that's a great shout, right? Wizards or dual damage decks are one of those things where if you don't come prepared for it, it can catch you unaware. If you're worried about Prism, right? New Prism or old Prism. Well, I guess there's only one. Yeah, new or old. Maybe you bring in some additional poppers. Same for Dromai. That's definitely something we could run through. I think you'll see more D-Reacts, right? We normally see Sink Below in our list. I wouldn't be surprised to see Fate for Scenes making it back in some lists. So I do appreciate kind of the flexibility it gives us here. My buddy Nigel had the craziest suggestion, is that what if you just present 47 card Dash? Makes Dash a lot harder to fatigue. Is there another deck that worries about fatiguing itself? Could Arachne or Uzi go for a fatigue format where they're presenting a very high deck list, right? Uzi and probably only 45 with the amount of daggers they like to present, but Arachne could definitely present 46, right? Those 6 extra cards would help there. So it should be pretty interesting there. Let me know what you guys think of Skirmish Season. I personally have a hard time taking Blitz too seriously. I'm either going to play KO or Leviah for Blitz. Leviah Redeemed has a harder time flipping because 13 blood, that's a lot in a 20 life game, but Blazzy is pretty easy to get to because it's only 13 life. You still bring that Carrion Husk, which is just an absolutely monstrous fridge down here. I actually think Kasai might be the deck to beat in this format. I don't know, Chain with a sideboard is really nasty too. We'll see. So you can always jump over to fabtcg.com/articles/skirmish season 7 to find out where your local skirmishes are going to be. Out here in Colorado, we're super blessed. There's a ton of skirmishes. We have a ton of great local game stores. I'm definitely going to try to hit up a couple of them for sure. You can win 2 Genesis, some Herald of Tenacity, and some Flicker Trick. So basically, Illusionist players, hey, there's a whole lot of prizes for you, and I'll be happy to give any prizes I get here away to my Illusionist friends. So I'm really excited about the Skirmish Season, especially with this Blitz update. I think we need to... it shouldn't really change your mind, but I'm tempted to go to a couple more just to reinforce, hey, new rule changes are pretty cool. I wish Blitz had a lower power curve. I wish the Blitz decks didn't have these expensive legendaries. I know there's these fan-crafted things there out there. I don't want to get into them, but I mean, that's probably my biggest complaint about Blitz is if Blitz is supposed to be the get players into the game, I just wish it was markedly cheaper, because right now it's only slightly cheaper, and that's a little disappointing. I also don't know that Blitz showcases the game as well as we want it to, right? Blitz is very swingy. Blitz is really hard to pivot into. But again, I think it's great that people like the format. It's another format we can play. It's an easier format just in terms of cards. They give away Blitz decks. I just have concerns about the general Blitz power level. But again, we're still playing Flesh and Blood. We're still hanging out with our friends. We're still supporting our local game stores. And at the end of the day, that's all you can really ask for. So let us know down in the comments who you plan on playing in the Skirmish Season. Let me know how many skirmishes you plan on hitting up. Am I sleeping on these prizes? Are these prizes better than expected? My first Skirmish Season, I remember they had the Phoenix Flame playmat and the Ashwing, and they had the Marvel Ashwing, and I thought those were really cool. I'm definitely less excited about these, but maybe I'm just biased. Let me know in the comments what you think there. So until next time, everyone, cheers and happy gaming.